Travis Berardi here with this tournament update. First, from Wednesday's games, Division II Sectional Semi at Bucyrus, Mansfield Senior handles Gallion 93-45 behind 18 points from Brock Hill. Cooper Kent 15 points in a losing effort. Mansfield Senior takes on Shelby, the second seed, tonight at Bucyrus High School, 5:30, live and free on the OH.REPORT. Moving on to Division III in a sectional semi, Oak Harbor taking care of Winford 69-52. TJ Hallett 29 points, while freshman Weston Prenger 5 threes for Winford. Elmwood takes on Oak Harbor. Elmwood defeating Crestview 79-61 behind 37 points from Bryce Reynolds. Owen Barker for Crestview 14 points. Elmwood and Oak Harbor tonight at Monroeville for a sectional championship. That game begins at 7:30. Moving on to Division IV in the Shelby District, Danbury handling Mansfield Christian 67-49. Blake Barker 23 points for Danbury. Amar Davis led all scorers with 26 points. Danbury will take on South Central, who defeated St. Peter's 60-26. Sam Seidel 15 points. Fury Kent 22 points for St. Peter's. South Central taking on Danbury tonight at Shelby High School, 7:30 p.m. for a sectional championship. Moving on to girls action that took place Wednesday. Division IV Central District semifinal. Northmore falls to Fisher Catholic 64-36. 5th-seeded Fisher Catholic versus 4th-seeded Danville tomorrow at Capital University at 6:30. While the East Knox Lady Bulldogs fall to Berne Union 45-21. 2nd-seeded Berne Union takes on 3rd-seeded Newark Catholic tomorrow at Capital University at 4 o'clock in the other district championship game in D4. Now to last night's games you saw live and free on the OH.REPORT. Perkins giving Shelby all it could handle, but this steal and Olivia Baker bucket gives the Lady Whippets the 56-52 victory. Number 1 team in Division II survives another night. Mallory Gundrum 18 points for Shelby. Audie Albert, Olivia Baker 14 points for the Lady Whippets. Who will they take on? Well, that will be the Lady Colts of Clear Fork. Becca Conrad with a big second half to lead the Lady Colts. Mansfield Senior tried to fight back and mount a comeback, but Clear Fork able to hit its free throws down the stretch just enough to knock off the TY Tigers. 48-38. Minetta Hillary in a losing effort, 17 points for Mansfield Senior. Becca Conrad led Clear Fork with 19. Shelby, Clear Fork, Part 3, tomorrow, live and free on the OH.REPORT from Ashland High School, starting at about 3:50 with tip at 4 o'clock. Moving to Division III, Colonel Crawford trying to knock off the top-seeded Margaretta Polar Bears, but Kylie Liebacker and company just too much in the end, winning 53-34. Liebacker, 14 points. Allison Weithman, 17 points to lead all scorers. Margaretta will take on the Cinderella story, Upper Sandusky, the 6th seed, taking the 12-point lead over Crestview, but late, the Lady Cougars mounting a comeback. This 3 makes it a 1-point deficit. Now with 4 seconds remaining, they need another 3 to force overtime, but it is not good. And Upper Sandusky, the slipper continues to fit. Grace Walton leading Upper Sandusky with 12 points. Mary Leeper, 11 points in her final game. Margaretta, Upper Sandusky, live and free tomorrow to start off our district championship coverage at 3 o'clock from Shelby High School. Now to D4, and a great game to start off the semifinals there. Mohawk leading Seneca East, the 2nd seed, in the 3rd quarter, but the Lady Tigers get the lead back and then hold Mohawk to no points for the first 6 minutes of the 4th quarter to pull off the 43-38 victory. Bailey Sheets from Mohawk, 16 points. McKenna Depinet, 23 points, 18 in the first half. Seneca East gets another rematch with Buckeye Central in the district final. Buckeye Central easily handles 4th-seeded Mansfield Christian 69-17. Claudia Pfeiffer, 19 points, all in the first half for Buckeye Central. Anna Sparks paces Mansfield Christian with 5 points. Number 1, Buckeye Central. Number 2, Seneca East. Tomorrow night, live and free. I'll be on the call from Willard in the district championship game. But that'll do it for this tournament update. A Division IV Sectional Championship is about to go down here at Crestview High School as the 5th-seeded Crestline Bulldogs take on the 4th-seeded Monroeville Eagles. We have all the action coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, and all the smart devices that you have, and it's coming your way next.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
Welcome inside the Cougars Den here on the campus of Crestview High School for this D4 Sectional Championship between 5th-seeded Crestline and 4th-seeded Monroeville. Hello, everybody. My name is Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray here inside our pregame show, but let's take a moment for the national anthem. Welcome inside the Monroeville Athletic Boosters pregame show for this D4 Sectional Championship between 5th-seeded Crestline and 4th-seeded Monroeville. The winner of this one is going to either take on Margaretta, the top seeder, 11th-seeded Buckeye Central. Hayden and Crestline having another fine season, another sectional championship appearance. Last year they nearly upset St. Paul, who ended up being district runners-up. They're back for more this year against a tough Monroeville squad that finished as runners-up in the Firelands Conference.
Yeah, Crestline sure has their hands, full this evening with Monroeville. But like you said, having a successful year so far this season. Big first-round win earlier, back during this week. And only time I got to see them play was over at Loudonville, but that was a good contest. They play with a lot of high energy. They move the ball really well, and I'm excited to see, what they can do against a really tough Eagles squad.
And let's take a look at both squads, brought to you by the Monroeville Athletic Boosters. Crestline finished 3rd in the Mid-Buckeye Conference, 13-9 overall. Defeated number 9 St. Paul in the sectional semi. So they got that payback against St. Paul, 61-54 on Wednesday. They average 50 points per game, give up 48.2, but they have some scorers on this squad.
Yeah, they've got a couple of guys who can go out there and get you a bucket. They shoot really well from the field, and I think that's one thing that's made them dangerous. Anytime you can have success and not have to worry about only looking for those points through layups or through free throws, you give yourself a good chance.
But now let's take a look at the Eagles of Monroeville. 17-5, 11-3 in the Firelands. Runners-up, they split with South Central, lost both times to Western Reserve, but the game you saw on the OH Report Live and Free was a really good matchup where they went down to the wire with Western Reserve. This is their tournament opener. They average just under 60 points per game, so this squad, led by Isaac Roeder, can really put up numbers.
In that game against Western Reserve, Western Reserve, one of the best teams in the area, and they took it down to the wire that game that you were at, and I think that is, a great game for them to really get a good look at where they're at. And I think, if you're the opponent, it's a bit scary seeing how well they performed and still are the 4th seed. And I'm always interested, though, Crestline with a game under their belt, how will Monroeville come out after not having played a tournament game so far this postseason?
The starters being announced here for both sides, and what should be a good kickoff to sectional final Friday here at Crestview High School. These two teams looking to move on to districts. But that will do it here for the pregame. So we are just about ready to go. Isaac Roeder. R.J. Johnston, the tip. And it goes to the Eagles. Missed and rebounded by Crestline. Isaiah Perry gets it off to Josh Hall. Now to Connor Lusk.
Both teams will start out in a man-to-man defense.
Like the zone that I like, Hayden.
Yeah, we'll see. You know, we've seen a lot of adjustments both on the boys and girls side this year of teams coming out man-to-man and then eventually sliding over to a variation of the zone.
Crestline, very patient team. They'll try and get the open look, but that's an unforced error, a walk. So both teams without a score on their first possessions. There is Jimmy Klingman as Crestline 1-3-1 zone. There it is.
There they go. Didn't take long.
Takes it in. Shot. No good. Rebound. Bulldogs. Up ahead comes Josh Hall. Right side. Isaiah Perry. Gets it out to Lusk. Now to Johnson. Minute gone by here. Still scoreless. Pull-up jumper too strong. Rebound to Monroeville.
And like I said, you know, I don't think it would faze them too much. They're such a well-coached group, and I'm sure practices have been intense, but look to see how Monroeville shakes off the rust of having a few days off.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, coaches, even if they have the higher seed, they declare to take that sectional semifinal just so they don't have the big break. That three's no good. Offensive rebound. Isaac Roeder kicks it back out. They'll get another chance. Three in the air for Goodwin. Swish. And Monroeville on the board. So they score off the offensive rebound and lead at 3-0. 2 minutes, 10 seconds gone by here in this sectional championship game. Lusk from the free throw line, swish.
And that's that patience on full display there from the Bulldogs, as you mentioned earlier. I think that's one thing that's going to help them early in games is being patient. If they can do what they want defensively, waiting for those offensive looks are always going to keep them close in the games.
Right side, it's Josh Burrows. Works it back around to Roeder. Crestline still in that 1-3-1. Kicks it inside. And a travel. So once again, the 1-3-1 works as we take a look at our first replay of the game. The Lusk easy jumper on the other end. 3-2. Crestline with a chance to take its first lead here. Perry over to Lucas Cochran. Now to Hall. Just running through its offense, looking for that open opportunity. Hall.
Again, I really like seeing that patience. It's got to be an offensive foul, so didn't pay off that time for the Bulldogs, but you just don't see it as much in today's game. Not saying that fast pace can't bode well for a team, but that slowed down style of play is obviously working for the Bulldogs this season.
Cochran, you saw on the replay, lowered the shoulder. It'll be the first foul by either side as we approach the midway point here of quarter number 1. Goodwin. They work it around. 3 from the corner. Airballed, but an offensive rebound. Goodwin back out front to Klingman.
1-3-1 working for the Bulldogs right now, and I know Storm and Garrett would not like to hear that, Travis, but you're definitely getting me on the zone bandwagon.
Goodwin couldn't hit there. Back come the Bulldogs. 3-2, still your score. About 4 minutes, 10 seconds gone by here in the first quarter. Who will go to districts up at Willard? Hall gets it over to Johnston. Now to Lusk. Cochran thought about driving, but then resets it. Josh Hall goes to the corner. Lusk thought about pulling up from the elbow, but again, kicks it back out. Isaiah Perry with it.
You hear some cheers from the Eagle fans here. Good defense from both sides. I think it's a mixture of that patience and also defense, but Crestline able to split it there.
Lucas Cochran finally kind of lulled them to sleep and got a different look, because that was the first time that type of pass was given inside, and it's 4-3. So the perfect possession for Crestline. Took a lot of time off, and it resulted in a bucket. On the other end, 3 is good.
That's where Monroeville is really dangerous too. That 1-3-1 kind of restricting what they can do inside, but they've got shooters around the perimeter who can do that.
Jimmy Klingman hits, and they get the lead back. 6-4, 2:20 left opening quarter. Really quick first quarter here, Hayden.
Yeah, not a lot of fouls. I think that's normally what slows the pace of play down. But just quick with how long the Bulldogs have been able to hold possession, and pretty clean game thus far.
Perry will back it all the way out. Give it to Lusk. Lusk off the Hall. Actually, it's Cochran. Perry, now to Hall. So we come up on 90 seconds left in the opening quarter. 4 total field goals between the two teams here early on. Perry goes into the lane, kicks it back out. Lusk will try a 3. Swish!
Beautiful corner shot from Lusk. Again, just able to take advantage of the look they want. They're willing to wait for it.
Crestline leads again, 7-6. 65 seconds left in the opening quarter. Corner, 3 in the air, no good. Offensive rebound though, nice pass inside the Rotor, got it.
And there's the familiar face, Isaac Rotor, getting his first points within the paint.
3rd offensive rebound already here for Monroeville. And Rotor with the steal. 33 seconds left. Rotor across the timeline. Left side to Klingman. Works it back out to Goodwin. Then the Rotor. Dare I say it, Hayden?
Yeah. We've been on the trend this week. I think last night was probably the most successful night when teams have held after one of us mentions it. And I think Crestline looks a bit content to allow them to do so.
Deep 3 off the front iron, no good. Rebound Crestline. But they won't get a shot off, and that's how the quarter will end. We played one here in this D4 sectional final with your score. Monroeville 8, Crestline 7. We'll be back after this. You're watching Boys Tournament Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
One quarter in the books, a quick first quarter with your score after one. Monroeville 8. Crestline 7. Travis Berardi here alongside Hayden Gray in this D4 District Championship. Quickly ahead after the steal, no good though, and a foul.
Big turn of events to open up the second quarter. It looked like Monroeville had a chance for some fast break points. Good pass from Roeder, but just couldn't finish on the other end.
Klingman called for his first foul, team's first. Just underway here in quarter number 2 from Crestview High School. Winner goes to next week's Willard District Semi. Hall to the line. He's fouled, and we'll have 2. Should take a look at the Monroeville Athletic Boosters replay. Good take to the hole. Strong, and he will get 2 shots for it.
Yeah, Hall just stuck his head down, told himself no one was going to stop him from getting to the line or getting a bucket, and that's where he'll be.
Burrows called with his first foul. Makes the first, and we're tied up. Hall's second. Good. Crestline leads again, 9-8. Klingman gets it over to Goodwin. Works it around left side. Trying to get into this zone. But Crestline really closing things down. Deep 3 for Klingman. Rattles around and goes.
We've also seen several of those shots that look like they're 75% of the way in. Took a nice bounce off the backboard.
Blake Schaub into the game now for Monroeville. Lusk works it around. Left side, 3 in the air, off the back iron, no good. Offensive rebound, Lusk for the second, but it will come to Monroeville. Back come the Eagles.
This one already having the feel of one of those games that you and I have seen a lot of, just back and forth, back and forth. Someone's going to get up by 2, then it'll be tied. We'll see if Monroeville can cash in here on a deep 3.
Klingman again. Third 3 of the day for Jimmy Klingman. Largest lead so far, 5 points now. Crestline trailing Monroeville.
And that was a nice one. That was a good 2 or 3 feet behind the hoop.
Lusk gets it to Cochran. Cochran will back it out. Now to Johnston and to Trevor Shade, who's now in the game. Crestline playing the 4-guard look with Cochran going from block to block.
Great
Nearly
job
turned
keeping
over.
that one in.
Yeah. Knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Crestline. So we take a look at Klingman's 3 that rattled around. He would hit another one after that. As Isaiah Perry checks back in. Cochran, the leading scorer for Crestline at 14.6 points per game. There's an unforced error. Klingman gets to Roeder. Inside to Burrows, forces it up, blocked. And we'll get a timeout from head coach Tyler Sanders.
Coach Sanders take advantage just to let those Bulldogs get a breather. Monroeville finding ways to work that zone now.
So we'll take a look at Klingman's third three of the game, second here of the quarter. Just nice ball movement, perfect skip, quick release, nothing but net.
Yeah, that was a really quick release from him. Good form. Gonna need to see that continue for them.
Want to welcome everybody in watching live and free on Facebook and YouTube. Let us know where you're watching from. Give us a shout out. We'll shout you out. Caleb Likens, let's go boys. Michelle Lyons, good luck Eagles. Lou Radabaugh, come on dogs, you can do this. So continue with the comments. We'll give you a shout out when we can. Cochran into the lane, rejected by Roeder, but right back out to Shade.
It's a big block because Cochran really has a lot of elevation, played really well in that game against Loudonville. Roeder able to do what he does, get a big stop.
Ball inside and it's stolen away. Fifth turnover by Crestline. Klingman just across the timeline. So we have 4:30 left here in the half. Roeder to the top of the key, burrows in, blocked again. This time it was R.J. Johnson. Lusk to the lane, puts it up, yes.
So you're starting to see how the two go together. I think those big momentum plays on the defensive side really fuel Crestline, allow them to come down the court with confidence.
Lusk averaging 7.4 points per game. That was a good take. Klingman on the other end, heat check off the back iron, no good. Rebound to Crestline. Chance to tie here with a 3 or cut it to a 1-point game with a 2. Johnson over the Lusk for the tie. Off the back iron, rebound to Monroeville.
Fortunate there, looked like could have been a potential foul from Isaiah Perry. Officials going to let it play on.
Roeder into the corner, kicks it around to Goodwin. Goodwin will drive into the lane. Pull-up jumper, yes. Goodwin with his 5th point. Back to a 5-point game.
Another hard-fought bucket there. Thought about a 3, instead gave the ball fake. Took it in for a nice 2.
R.J. Johnson picks up his dribble. Gets it left side to Connor Lusk. Now to Trevor Shade. As Crestline continuing to just work the ball around the perimeter, looking for an open player inside. Instead, it's a turnover. Burrows gets it off. Layup shot, good. Blake Schaub on the board.
Monroeville continues to do a nice job finishing when they have transition opportunities.
2.5 left here in the first half. Nice move by Cochran, puts it up too strong though. Gets his own rebound, forces it up, and he'll go to the line. Some
hard-nosed play there from Cochran. Missed his shot after a good take and then draws the contact.
Foul's going to be against Roeder, his first.
Cochran just 52% from the line during the season.
Nails the first. Jake Bruce checking in for Crestline for the first time. Misses the second.
Still just a 6-point game here with about 2 minutes to go in the second.
Klingman turns it over. Unforced error. Second Monroeville turnover.
It's a nice look there from Klingman, looking for that backdoor pass. Just mislocated it a bit. Now some full court pressure going to be applied by Monroeville. Some soft coverage, I must add.
Hall across the timeline. Under 2 to play in the half. Crestline gives it right back. 7th turnover. Klingman fakes the handoff this time now, does get it to Schaefer for 3 off the back iron. No good. Rebound to Crestline. Nearly turns it over, and we'll get a timeout from head coach Tyler Sanders.
Yeah, good one from Coach Sanders there. Saved another turnover for the Bulldogs, and I think, the bulk of those have come here in the second quarter. It was a fairly first clean quarter for both teams turnover-wise. And we're still locked into an 18-12 ball game here.
So under 2 to play in this first half. It's Monroeville holding on to the lead. But this is a Crestline team that they just won't give up a game despite how good you are. This is a team that will stick with anybody. We saw them play for a quarter or two against the #1 team in Division III, Colonel Crawford, earlier this year. Good test for them. And just getting that experience is nothing but beneficial for them.
Yeah, I think they're another team that could argue, we could say that the seed fits them, but I think what they like to do, especially with that patient offense, is proving to themselves that they can play with anyone. They will hand the ball back over to the Eagles. But I think they have really mastered that play style so that they do give themselves a chance when they're knocking down their shots.
Just a reminder, we have 2 other games going on right now, both in Division II. Shelby Mansfield Senior going on from Bucyrus, and then Huron, Ontario from Willard. We'll check in on that Shelby Mansfield Senior game here when we have a moment, but right now, 6-point lead for Monroeville, looking to add on here as we come up to 75 seconds left.
75, yeah.
75 minutes, it's a long time, but hey, these guys are going to play. Nice pass inside, but that's a travel. Took a couple extra steps right before. You'll see right here in the replay.
Yep, after that gather, I think.
1-2, yeah, took the extra step. 60 seconds left here in the half. Lusk gets it over to Cochran.
We'll see how patient Coach Sanders wants to play this last minute, whether he'd like to get a couple possessions out of it or if they want to hold for one. See if they can't make this a one-possession game.
Cochran backs it out. And I think we're going to get a foul inside.
I think they're going to hand that to Ian Schaefer. Bit of a battle both ways down on the post with Jake Bruce. Battling it out.
Do have a score from Bucyrus. Shelby, 2nd seed. That 3's in the air off the iron and over the backboard, no good. The #2 seed in the Division II Ashland District. Shelby leading 8th seeded Mansfield Senior 14-10 after 1 quarter. Roeder across the timeline. Thought about going, backs it out. They'll wait for the last shot.
Double team comes up.
Roeder easily gets it away. Pass inside, layup shot, good.
Great look for them. Tough to give up if you're the Bulldogs. Just a couple seconds left. Got to get a shot up.
And no call at the buzzer, but that'll do it. Your score at the half, Monroeville out to a 20-12 lead. We'll take a break. Be back with the Monroeville Athletic Boosters halftime right here, live and free. D4 sectional final action on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm OH Report founder Brian Skoronsky, and you've just enjoyed first half action live and free exclusively right here on the OH Report. But stick around, still plenty more to come right here as our boys high school basketball returns after this.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
The exclamation point on the night for Monroeville.
It is halftime here in sectional final number 1 of the day here at Crestview High School. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray. 20-12 your score. Monroeville hitting a couple extra shots from beyond the arc, and that's the difference right now, Hayden.
Yeah, the Kleeman threes have been really sharp, hitting a couple there in the second quarter, and I believe one in the first quarter. That's kind of been the difference maker. Just an 8-point lead, but it's felt like Monroeville kind of tipped the momentum scale in their favor in the second quarter, able to navigate the zone that the Bulldogs have been rolling out since just a little bit after the beginning of the game. But Crestline still gives themselves a good chance here in the second half, because if they get a couple more shots to fall and can, buckle down a bit defensively, clean up those turnovers, a really defensive one. And we see scores all over the place all the time. Sometimes we just saw Mansfield Senior the other night drop 90-plus points in a win. But also here, this one could turn out to be a 30-22 ball game, a win-to-win trap.
So 8 field goals to 4 for Monroeville, 3 more threes. 7-6 rebounding, although Monroeville has 3 offensive rebounds and none for Crestline. That's a bit of a difference there. Turnovers, 8 for Crestline, 3 for Monroeville, but they're able to make it up on the free throw line. They have not forced Monroeville to the line yet tonight, but they've gone 3 of 4 for the difference right now. Individual scoring here at the break. Connor Lusk for Crestline leads the team with 7 points. Lucas Cochran with 3, Josh Hall with 2. As for Monroeville, Jimmy Klingman leading all scorers with 9, those 3 threes. Aiden Goodwin with 5. Blake Schaub with 4. Isaac Roeder with 2.
They've done a nice job slowing down one of the area's top 10 scorers, Isaac Roeder. So if they can continue, to alleviate his scoring, they do need to hone down on Kleeman. But if they can find a way to keep Roeder limited, that definitely keeps him in this ballgame.
Score by quarter, Monroeville 8-7 in the first, 12-5 in the second. That makes your difference right there at 20-12. Here in this D4 sectional final. And while we have a moment, let's show you that D4 Willard sectional district, actually. 4 games today. Lucas and Plymouth going on right now up at Monroeville. Or that's at Shelby, my correction.
Yeah, correction. We're all over the place. So
it's there's games
Postseason.
everywhere. There's games everywhere. I think it's the D3 is up there at Monroeville. But no, Lucas Plymouth going on right now at Shelby. Their second game, South Central and Danbury. Our game here, Monroeville Crestline, will be followed by Margaretta and Buckeye Central. And the 4 teams will move on next week to the Willard District Semi. But we have a moment right here, so let's take you down to Bucyrus High School. And the great Brian Harder and Greg Collins on the call from Bucyrus. Second quarter action, Shelby Mansfield.
Could come down to what we've talked about all season long, how you do from the line. And we're going to see a foul on Holloway. That's his third.
They called on Holloway or they called on Brock Hill?
Nope,
yeah, they called on
did.
Brock.
They gave it to Hill.
Yeah, and that, I don't know if we have the replay of that, but whoever is defending Holloway, you've got to call the screen. Maurice Ware's got to call the screen. When he's quiet, Brock Hill is guarding the ball. He's too busy. His concentration is keeping the ball in front of him. He doesn't know when a screen's coming. You've got to communicate. You've got to let him know a screen is right there.
Kyvie Rome now coming back into the ball game. Maurice Ware is going to sit down. So Holloway will go to the line. His first trip to the stripe tonight. Holloway with 2 personals himself.
That's an interesting dilemma that coaches have. 2 personal fouls and a close game in the second quarter. You really like to start that third quarter with only 2 fouls at the most for any one player, especially an essential player. But, sometimes coaches think, well, we can't afford to sit this guy down. He's smart enough. Holloway is a senior, smart kid, so maybe play through it. With Maurice Ware out, okay, now he's coming out, which I think is a good move.
Carson Brubaker gets him out. So with 2:55 to go, Shelby with a 3-point lead. Haney right through the trees.
Right through there, right. That was a nice move, a good blow by. Wasn't from the top. It was a tough angle to give help, but there still should have been a little bit of help there.
Bruscotter from the elbow, and Bruscotter's been quiet offensively.
And a great box out by Carry-On Lindsay that time.
Haney wide open for 3, and he misses. Oh, a nice blow by there by Brubaker.
Well, that was a good move by Brubaker. He hesitated, and then he just blew right by. The hesitation got the defense to stand up, and he went right by for a nice.
All right, so there's your live look-in at Shelby Mansfield Senior. We'll be taking some looks during timeouts here in the second half, but we're about to get back to action here as Monroeville holding the 20-12 lead. That has been the Monroeville Athletic Boosters halftime show. I want to thank the Athletic Boosters here at Monroeville for sponsoring everything.
Yeah.
As well as North Central State College as a commercial sponsor, but Monroeville wanted to see their boys back here on the OH Report, and we thank you for doing that.
Yeah, ever since volleyball season, been a really supportive community, so we extend our thank you.
And I did see Grayson Yoder in attendance here.
Yeah, I know they unveiled the new state Final Four volleyball banner there a few weeks ago, I believe, at a game.
Monroeville with possession. We are underway in third quarter action. Klingman. Harden back step, just out, but offensive rebound by Roeder. Klingman in the corner. Hand off to Goodwin. Pull-up jumper from the elbow, off the back iron, no good. Rebound to Crestline.
Good job to get a hand in the face by the Bulldogs. No easy shots, no easy looks. Let's see what Coach Sanders has drawn up for their second half offensive game plan. Swinging the ball around here.
Johnson gets it to Cochran, kicks it back out to Hall. 1 minute gone by, second half. Johnson into the lane, kicks it out right side. Hall, now he goes into the lane, kicks it left side for Isaiah Perry. Driving kick, trying to get that open look for three. As Monroeville into this 2-3 zone to start. Friendly bounce goes, though, for Connor Lusk, and he has 9.
He's been doing a nice job for the Bulldogs. Able to keep them hanging around in this one offensively himself.
20-14, 3 in the air, left side, swish. Goodwin.
Silky shot from Goodwin. And Monroeville displaying, you know, their offense is not just one-dimensional through rotor, that they have a lot to offer. And an offensive foul. Believe that one's going to go on Josh Hall. So Monroeville will get the possession again here. Just the first team foul of the half for the Bulldogs.
Only the second total team foul by the Bulldogs here today as well.
Another drop shot, no good, but another offensive board from Monroeville. They swing it out to Kleeman.
3 in the air, off the back iron, no good. And back comes the Bulldogs looking for its second points here at the quarter.
And I know, you know, they like to go with a bit of that more guard-oriented lineup.
3 is just off the mark. Back come the Eagles.
But I think Coach Sanders is going to need to see a little bit more aggression, and they need to get some looks at the hole.
Deep 3, in and out. Rebound fought for, we got a foul.
A little bit of chirping after the play. Can tell intensity's picking up, as both teams know this could be their last night on the hardwood.
Lucas Cochran's second foul. Inside to Goodwin. Back out. 3 by Schaefer. Yes.
Continues to rain threes for those Eagles tonight.
6th three-pointer of the night for Monroeville. On the other side, foul on the floor. That's going to go against Isaac Roeder. So take a look at that 3. That'll be Roeder's second foul. First team foul of half number 2.
Crestline still looking to get something going offensively here.
As you take a look at the bottom of our screen just above the scoreboard, our scores from around the area. As Lusk hits another one. 11 points for him. Timeout, Tyler Sanders. Our scores right now, as you see down low. Let's take a look at that replay of the Lusk bucket. Perfect open shot from the corner. Nails it to cut this back to a 10-point deficit. Take a look in at our comment section. A lot of you commenting here. Appreciate it.
Always nice to see who we have with us, taking in some live and free high school tournament hoops.
Audra Parsons, let's go Bulldogs. Judy Gravenhorst, let's go Eagles. Melissa Fry-Sipe, keep it up Eagles. Nancy Kramer, go Eagles. Connie Brown, Holly Deanna. Jerry I always get your last name wrong, Jerry. I'm just going to say Jerry. Western Reserve basketball parent wishing the Eagles luck. Awesome. Western is up 35-25 at the half in their sectional championship. So thank you for the update, Jerry. If you want to continue giving us that update, please do.
Yes, please do.
Big collision.
I believe that's going to be Kleeman on the foul.
That'll be his second.
Glad to see no one hit that brick part of the wall there. They got the padding up, luckily, towards the center.
Quick inbounds off the back iron, no good. Good look there by Johnson, just couldn't get it to hit. Back comes Monroeville. Under 4 to play here. Quarter number 3, 10-point lead for the 4th-seeded Eagles of Monroeville. Klingman is going to get fouled. That'll be against Connor Lusk, his first. Team's third.
So I believe if anyone was with Travis and myself last night for girls action over at Willard, I think this is going to be the opposite. Not really anyone having to play hesitant with foul trouble here in the second half.
Roeder fights his way inside. Layup good. And that's what makes Isaac Roeder such a good player, his physicality inside the lane.
Saw the little flex and clap from him. Hasn't been his best offensive night, but that was a grown man move.
Lusk with the rebound, but can't finish. Crestline, first offensive rebound of the game. Couldn't cash in, though. Klingman on the other end. Pull-up jumper. Yes. Sweet shot by Jimmy Klingman. He has 11. 30-16, largest lead of the night for Monroeville. They're starting to pull away.
Another turnover. Klingman pushing the fast break, turns on the Jets.
But a rejected. Back come Crestline. Can they get a bucket here? 2-on-1. And too late on the decision. It's a turnover. Number 10 on Crestline. As you take a look at the nice step-back jumper by Jimmy Klingman.
Tough break for Crestline. They did have numbers. That's a tough decision. He had Cochran open. Just got a little bit too late to be too fancy with it.
Roeder from the elbow. Too strong. Rebound Crestline. They need to get something going here in quarter number 3. They trail by 14.
Yeah, I think for them they'll have to kind of pick up the pace offensively, not be as selective as they'd like to.
Johnson gets it off to Cochran, takes it into the hole. He is fouled.
That's one of my go-tos. You know, when you're looking to try and make up some ground, you've got to find a way to get points, got to navigate your way to the line, even if it's not your strong suit. You got to see the ball get through the net.
Cochran will go to the line for 2.
Went 1 of 1 earlier from the line.
Misses the first. Made them both. Back to a 12-point game as Bruce checks back in.
Cochran will take a break, but I can't expect him to be out for long. Kleeman keeps it for himself.
Schaefer. Now back to Klingman. Inside the Roeder. Goes to work. Nice pass inside. Layup good.
Craftiness from the point guard there.
Schaefer now with 5 points. 32-18. Crestline looking for the backdoor cut. They'll reset. Perry gets it off to Johnson into the corner. Back out front to Lusk.
Right now, these one-on-one matchups for the Bulldogs just have been, in favor of Monroeville. Just too much to handle right now. Foul, counted and one. But as I say that, R.J. Johnston with a huge bucket and the foul.
His first bucket of the night. Good and one.
Could cut it to 11 here with the free throw.
Free throw good. Now an 11-point game with 1:18 left in the third.
We'll see if that momentum play there can spark a run for the Bulldogs in this last minute. They could use a few more shots.
Three from the corner, short. And we'll get a foul on the floor going the other way, so they're going to get Schaefer with his third. Take a look at it on the rebound.
It's a little bit too aggressive on the box out, I think.
Kind of used the shoulder to push him off.
That will be the 15th foul on Monroeville. One more to give before the Bulldogs will be in the bonus the rest of the way.
Hall, under a minute to play, left side to Perry. Now to Cochran, he'll drive it into the lane. Tough shot, he's going to the line. And that's what Crestline needs to do if they want to get back in this game. Take it strong to the bucket, get fouled, get to the line.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think they really, really need to run. They've already got Schaefer in foul trouble now, Roeder with 2. I think one thing they'd like to do is get someone like Isaiah Perry some looks. He's 60% from the strike on the season on 48 free throw attempts. Their best free throw shooter on the team besides Trevor Shade.
Second free throw. Off the mark, no good. Eagles will slow things down. Under 45 seconds left in quarter number 3. They lead by 11. Klingman. Going to Goodwin. And Crestline, they do have a bit of momentum here coming into the fourth. If you can hold for the final shot, yeah, I said it again, folks. Hold for the final shot. But even if you don't get a bucket here, it kind of slows that momentum that Crestline's trying to get.
Yeah, win the possession right here. That's all they can control. Can't control the fourth quarter yet.
At least a win would be still at 11 points, but if it's more, it's even better. 5 seconds left. Klingman gets it left side. Blocked. At the buzzer,
Whoa.
Short, but that'll do it for the quarter. We played 3. Here at Crestview with your score, 4th-seeded Monroeville 32, 5th-seeded Crestline 21. We'll be back for the fourth quarter right here, live and free on the OH Report.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
In the words of OH Report founder and CEO Brian Skoronsky, it is money time here at Crestview. Bulldogs unable to cash in on its first possession. Monroeville will get its first. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray from Crestview in this sectional final. And what a way to start the quarter. Aiden Goodwin hits another three. He has 11. That's his third three of the night. It's 35-21.
Several Eagles, finding their way with over 5 points or more. So it's just been very collective all around on the board for them.
Pass inside. Johnson puts it up and in.
Good response from the Bulldogs. They know that they have to match nearly every possession to keep this one close.
Under 7 to go. Burrows gets it off to Klingman. We'll try a deep three off the back iron, no good. Rebound, fought for, we're going to get a foul. I don't know which number one that was because it was a one-on-one crime. That's going to go against Burrows, the one from Monroeville. That's his third. And that is the 7th foul, so Crestline for the last 6:39 will be going to the line for free throws.
So they've done what they need to do. You and I both said if they want to find a way to get some offense flowing, the free throw line might be the way to do it.
Connie Brown, keep up the hustle Eagles on Facebook.
Connor Lusk, 54% from the line this year. Cash was in the first one. Second one coming. And it's good. Back to a 10-point game.
35-25. Lusk with 13 points. So we go under 6:30 left. Take a look at that one more time, but he wasn't set. Cochran's still in the air, so that's his third foul.
One of those plays that's tough because it looks like all the contact's initiated by the ball handler, but you do have to be set, as Travis mentioned.
Right side. Gets in, nice pass, layup good.
Pretty pass from Aiden Goodwin, found the open pocket there. Delivered a speedy one right to the lane.
Schaub now with 6. That jumper no good. Rebound back to Monroeville. Under 6 to play. Who will go to Willard next week?
Thought about a deep three.
Gets it the good one, nearly loses it, but gets it away. Burrows, too strong, rebound Crestline.
Moving the ball up the court rather quickly.
Hall, nice spin move, but can't get it to fall. Rebound fought for. Jump ball. That's just clean basketball right there. You weren't reaching for each other, reaching for the ball. Take a look at the replay here.
Yeah, I'm glad the officials, didn't rush too quickly there to try and go one-sided or make a call either way. Good scramble for the ball.
And now we'll get a timeout from Coach Roeder and Monroeville. So while we have a chance, let's take a look in at Bucyrus.
Closely contested game there between two teams that met earlier this year.
1 point lead for the Shelby Whippets at the moment. We have some internet lagging here, but we can show you that Mansfield Senior sticking around with Shelby. And you and I are talking on the way up here that this could be a tough test for the Whippets. Just for the fact that Mansfield Senior seems to be finally catching fire at the right time.
Yeah, it definitely is. I think that we said, they were properly seeded based off of their record in the regular season, but man, they're starting to heat up at the right time. I talked to Alex Bruscotter from Shelby the other evening and said, you know, it's going to be a tough one.
37-25 your score. Goodwin gets it over to Klingman. Now in the rotor. Ball fake, takes it into the hole, puts it up. Yes. Rotor with his 6th point. Back to a 14-point lead with under 5 left.
And his decision-making has just been really pretty here in the second half. I mean, the plays he's making are college-level drives to the hole.
Lusk into the lane. Nice move. Got it to go. 15 for Connor Lusk. But they can't continue to trade buckets back and forth here. They need a run.
Lusk doubles what he averages during the regular season, so taking it upon himself to try and keep him close.
That's going to be a travel. So a gift there is the 4th turnover against Monroeville. It'll give Crestline a chance to make this a 10 or a 9-point game.
Yeah, you've got to take advantage. Like you said, it's not going to be good enough to trade hoops anymore. They've got to get some stops and take advantage of the turnovers.
Perry works it right side. Back out to Johnson. Midway point of quarter number 4. Inside, and a bailout call. We'll take a look at that one more time.
That's a tough one.
I thought they were both there at the same time. That's going to be the 4th foul.
Yeah, that becomes very
on Isaac
important.
Roeder.
Although he hasn't been their sole source of offense, you know, Roeder is still one of those leaders you would love to have out there for the full length of this game.
First one goes. Cochran now with 6 points. Makes them both.
And that's what they need if they're going to hang around. And just 4 team fouls on the Bulldogs, so, you know, they still have a good 3 fouls of space. And they create a turnover right there.
Crestline getting some momentum now. Chance to score on 3 straight possessions. They need a bucket here. They get a bucket here, completely changes the complexion of this one.
It reopens the game. Most definitely. Got a chance for one here. Pass
straight away. Lusk for 3. Yes! Lusk with 18, and we've got ourselves a game again, folks. 39-32, 3:30 left.
Connor Lusk playing the game of his life right now.
And it's almost a steal, but back out to Klingman. Klingman. Monroeville now desperately needs a bucket. He'll take it into the lane, back it back out.
Crestline crowd has come alive.
Goodwin passes it inside. That's going to be a foul.
And that's all right.
First on R.J. Johnson. His second.
Coach Sanders
Team's fifth.
will live with that one.
Yeah,
just his first foul.
That looked like that was going to be the opening of a quick pass to the other side of the block for a bucket. Crestline still has 1 foul to give. Nearly a turnover. Gets it to the corner, and Blake Schaub. He skips it out in the hands of Burrows. And we're going to get a timeout by Monroeville. 2:50 remaining. A 7-0 run by Crestline has them back to within 7. Hold the phones, folks. This one ain't over yet. So we take a look. Actually, that's the foul earlier. But nonetheless, we got ourselves a ball game, Hayden.
Yeah, Connor Lusk has really put it upon himself to lead the charge for this pack of Bulldogs here in the second half. Really made this one interesting. Monroeville, you know, they're on their side. The balanced offensive attack they've had has been shut down here a bit. So So, I mean, we're in for a treat. This is what tournament basketball is all about, and you and I have got the opportunity to see quite a few good games already this week.
We'll get a quick look in on the Mansfield Senior Shelby game. Whippets still leading by 1. 3:13 left in quarter number 3 there. But back here, Monroeville starting to feel a little bit of the pressure.
And I think this is my favorite part of postseason basketball right here is once you get both fan bases up on their feet, just kind of creates that six-man feeling, draws them into the game as well.
Gets the inbounds to Klingman. Ooh, big collision on the baseline, but no call. Klingman backs it out. Monroeville looking to take some time off the clock. Nice pass inside, blocked.
Wow.
Rebound to Crestline. They survived the possession.
And who else but Connor Lusk?
Lusk with it. Now to Perry. Perry the Hall. Now to R.J. Johnson and the Lusk.
And they do have a little bit of luxury to use some time. Still don't want to use too much.
Under 2 to play.
They've got to remember they're in that bonus there. You know, if you can't find a shot around the arc, drive in, try and pick up a foul.
Perry straight away to Johnson for 3. Off the side iron, no good. Out of bounds, they'll go to Monroeville. 1:41 left, and that could have been a big shot for Crestline if they would have hit it. Instead, Monroeville now with a chance to take more time off the clock here.
That's exactly what they'll do. Got a couple double coverage here. Pressure timeout was called by Monroeville in time.
Coach Roeder again. So 1:30 left in regulation. 39-32 Monroeville. And if you're Coach Roeder right now, Monroeville has run some good sets to where they can take a lot of time off. And this would be the perfect time to do that and maybe get a bucket as well. Get 25, 30 seconds off the clock. You get down to about a minute and you can get this back up to 9-10 points. It pretty much closes things out.
And especially because, Travis, now if you're the Bulldogs, it was fine at first, you love it, but you only have 5 team fouls, and obviously a strategy to try and extend the game for any team is to send them to the free throw line. So they're going to have to foul 2 times, so they got to have that in the back of their head and strategically know who can afford to give up those fouls.
Well, and also they can afford to go for a steal here and not worry about those free throws. You'd be a little bit aggressive.
True,
off
it does
the steal.
have both its pros and cons.
5-second call, turnover, Monroeville. Out of the timeout, they couldn't get it in. So the door stays open right now.
It's the one thing you couldn't have happen if you're the Eagles, just because it saves the foul. It saves a timeout for Crestline.
Crestline with it. Gets into the corner to the Lusk. Nearly lost it, but he'll back it back out.
And Lusk facing a lot of pressure now. He does find an opening.
Open for 3. Off the front iron. No good. Rebound. Monroeville. And they find an open Roeder. Roeder's going to take it to the hole. Strong puts it up. He's fouled and will go to the line.
I think he knew that one was coming. Did a nice job of making sure he still drew the contact and tried to put it up. Could have turned it into a three-point play. Just a veteran savvy move there.
Roeder to the line. First free throw. Good. 7th point for him. It's an 8-point game. Made them both. Crestline needs a 3. They'll go for the 2, but they will get it. So timeout. Perry with his first field goal of the game. Makes it a 7-point game once again with 59.1 remaining.
And you don't mind that. Just so much time left in this game. Good job getting the 2. And as we take a live look in back from Bucyrus, still such a close game. Shelby up 43-41. Under a second to play in the third quarter.
Yeah, they just threw up a desperation heave, and I think they're going to get the free throws off of it.
Bruce Cotter drew the foul on Maurice Ware.
So a gift there. 3 live streams going on at once. We'll have 2 live streams later on. Norwalk Upper Sandusky and Lexington Clear Fork. We'll also have a highlight of South Central Danbury and that Lucas Plymouth game. Back here, Monroeville looking to inbounds. Got to get it in, they do. Goodwin back to Roeder.
He's going to have a clear path to get it across midcourt.
Roeder's fouled. And that should be the 7th foul, so he will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Shelby hit one of two of those free throws. They lead 44-41 after 3 quarters. Other scores, Lucas ahead of Plymouth 25-18 after 3. Huron up 45-34 on Ontario after 3. Roeder hits his first.
And Roeder's not the guy Crestline, I think, would pick to send to the line, but sometimes you just got to send anyone you can get and hope for a miss. And they'll get one, but an offensive board.
And that could do it.
Cochran did get the foul right away, so not much time ran off. But like you said, Travis, sends him right back to the line, and I believe it's Cochran's 5th foul.
That is. So he will foul out with 7 points.
And what could be the senior's final game for the Bulldogs.
First free throw good. Josh Burrows gets onto the board. Misses the second. Nearly another offensive rebound knocked out of bounds. It'll go to Crestline.
And now we begin to enter what I like to call sheer desperation mode. 44 seconds to go. They've got to be looking for some shots behind the arc.
Straight in. Layup shot too strong. Rebound to Monroeville. And a foul. So Monroeville, they're going to win a sectional championship and move on to the Willard District. They'll take on the winner of top seed Margaretta and 11th seed Buckeye Central. That game will start here in a little while. We got a net cutting ceremony. Who doesn't love net cutting ceremonies, Hayden?
Yeah, it's a special part of the game. It's fun to see the guys get to climb up that ladder, get a piece of history.
Roeder misses the first. Into the lane, no good. Rebound, Monroeville.
And I think that one was about to do it. Crestline will foul one more time, but this would extend the lead out to 11. Standing ovation here for the Eagles.
Foul's going to be on Lusk. 2-shot foul now. Klingman shooting 2.
Looks like Coach Sanders going to go ahead and pull the plug on this one, make some substitutions.
JV players coming in. Another good season for the Crestline Bulldogs. 14 wins.
Yeah.
And most of those losses, they were in those games as well.
Yeah, salute to those seniors for the Bulldogs. Connor Lusk, Brandon Hiles, RJ Johnston, Josh Hall, and Lucas Cochran. Congrats on getting to the semifinal game, and they put up a real good fight. And they will have some guys returning next year, though, from this team. Trevor Shade, Isaiah Perry, Wyatt Cheney, and Jake Bruce will all be back as juniors this season.
Missed the second. And a turnover. So Monroeville will work the clock out. All they have to do is hold it pretty much. We'll get a substitution.
Yeah, I can't imagine we'll have any foulage here. Klingman will dribble it out for your victorious Monroeville Eagles, heading to championship game this Saturday.
And that'll do it. It's a final. Monroeville, your 2022 Division IV Sectional Champions. We'll take a break. Be back with our post game, including our MVP right here. You're watching Boys Tournament Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
Back here at Crestview High School for your post-game show. As the Monroeville Eagles, sectional champions. Travis Berardi back here. As the Eagles cut down the nets Take you down courtside. Back with the final stats here in a moment. There's Coach Roeder cutting down the nets. The Eagles will take on either Margaretta or Buckeye Central as the sectional champions. Time now for our final statistics of the night. Brought to you by the Monroeville Athletic Boosters. 16 field goals for the Eagles compared to only 11 from Crestline. 7 threes made was the difference in this one compared to only 2. They out-rebounded Crestline 18-13. Fouls about the same. Turnovers. Crestline turned over Monroeville on 3 straight possessions to get this back to within 7, but Monroeville pulled away from there. They were 5 of 9 from the line. Crestline 9 of 12. But Monroeville able to hit shots down the stretch to get the sectional championship victory. (44-34). The win for 4th seeded Monroeville. Take a look at the team getting their picture, and after that we will get our MVP. Just about ready for our MVP. So while we get that set up, All right. Time now. For our MVP. And you see who it is right here. Tonight's MVP brought to you by the Monroeville Athletic Boosters, who pretty much sponsored everything tonight. With a team-high 12 points, Jimmy Klingman. First of all, congratulations on a sectional championship, Jimmy.
Thank you.
You guys pulled out to an early lead in the second quarter. You outscored Crestview 12-5 and took over. You know, they kept with you in that first quarter. What did Coach tell you guys in the break between the first and second quarter that got you guys going? Because it seemed like you took control after that.
I mean, he just said keep up the defensive intensity because, you know, they were taking long possessions and they were wanting us to settle down so that they could get an easy bucket, and we just kept it up, and then we went down and hit some shots.
Yourself, you hit 3 threes in this game, all in the first half. How are you feeling out there when you got open?
It was nice. They were in a little 1-3-1 zone trying to, you know, force us into some tough shots because they're a long team, and we were able to get some skip passes to get our shooters open, and I just was knocking them down tonight.
Second half, you know, a little bit right in the start of the fourth quarter, Crestview, they turned you over a couple times. They went on a 7-0 run to cut it to within a couple possessions. What did Coach tell you in that timeout after that to really calm you guys down and allow you to pull away?
All week he told us that they were never going to stop fighting, and that's what they did. They never stopped fighting, and they kept going, and we just had to keep pushing till the end and, you know, take care of the basketball.
You guys, you know, had some tough losses this year, but you played with the best of Western Reserve. A couple other games you beat South Central in the second game. Just what does this team have to do to move on through districts? You're going to the district semifinal either against, you know, Margaretta or Buckeye Central, but what's it going to take to get to a district final, maybe even further?
You know, just playing together. This team means a lot to me. It means a lot. Everybody means a lot. We're so close. We play together. That's just what we got to do. We got to keep focused and keep playing our hardest.
All right, and lastly, if you'd like to look into the camera, give anybody a shout-out that you'd like. There's a lot of people watching. Go for it.
All of Eagle Nation, baby.
All right, and lastly here, we have a pin for you. You put that on your Letterman's jacket, anything, hang it up, but you're now the OH Report MVP. You can flaunt that out wherever you want to.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jimmy Klingman, our Monroeville Athletic Boosters MVP. Team high, 12 points. Your final, once again, 44-34 in favor of fourth-seeded Monroeville. Hayden, and that was a pretty entertaining game.
Yeah, that was. Definitely came out, you know, first quarter was very, very close, very tight defensive battle, and it kind of stayed that way. Both teams did have a few different runs, and I think ultimately when we take a look back at it, some of the differences will be those three-pointers. Monroeville was just having a heyday. Lots of guys getting involved, finding success from around the arc. You know, they just had a lot of offensive power from guys like Kleeman, Schaefer, Roeder, a handful of them just doing a really nice job showing why they're such a well-coached and well-playing program. And I think they give themselves a fantastic opportunity. And oh boy, folks.
Mo Ware just hit a shot with 0.5 seconds left to give Mansfield Senior a 54-52 lead. I think they're going to give them a timeout, though. But you know what?
Wow.
Let's bring it
over.
It up, got it back, and hit the potential game winner.
Yeah, it was a great find by Miles Bradley. He had a great penetration with his left hand, great penetration, drew a little bit of defense and knew that Maurice Ware was there, found him for a short jumper.
Well, it's going to take a miracle now for Shelby. They will have, it'll be interesting to see how much time they put on the clock.
Well, it will be because they can't go to the camera. They can't go to replay. It's just all whatever the referee saw, and I guess they saw 1.8.
What a finish for the Tigers. They're going to put 0.8 seconds on the clock.
0.8. That makes a big difference. 1.8, you'd be able to get a dribble off.
Well, and they have to go the length of the floor.
Exactly. Not like the NBA where you get to bring it to half court.
Now, if you're Marquis Sykes, you're telling, and you put your tallest player on the ball, and you tell them, do not foul.
Well, yeah, you do. And also, don't run into somebody. A lot of times what a team will do, because the guy taking the ball out of bounds will run baseline, the opposing team will bring a player down to try to get a cheap call, a cheap foul. So you tell 22 right now for Mansfield, you hands up, but if there's a Shelby player down there, just let him go. Let the guy go.
Tigers looking for win number 7 and a sectional championship. Well, another timeout called as Greg Galloway wanted to see what the setup was.
Right. Wanted to see what the setup was, and now we'll see what he comes out. That time he had some height, one down about 10 feet from the ball out of bounds, and one back here at the quarter court. So
if you're Marquis Sykes now, do you change the call? Or I mean, you see this all the time in sports. They call a timeout, they come back out.
Point 8, you just want to make them catch the ball going towards senior high's basket. Don't let them catch the ball on the run going towards their own basket. And then also, if you're senior high, again, tell whoever, it's been Elias Owens who is guarding the guy out of bounds, hey, you can move with the guy, but don't run into anybody. Have your peripheral vision, look, make sure that there's not somebody there to run into. I would think when Shelby saw the alignment right here by Mansfield Senior, I would think Shelby's going to try to sneak somebody down and try to get a cheap call. I say a cheap call, but a foul on, players that are not prepared.
Well, we've already seen it once, a foul on a screen.
Well, we have. You're right. But watch for number 1 right now, maybe to go down, or there we go. Good. See how he tried?
Shepard throws it in. Holloway catches, turns, and that is it. The Tigers win a sectional championship by defeating Shelby 54-52. We will be back to wrap it up. Right.
Wow. What a finish.
My goodness
What
gracious.
a finish. Shelby had to look at the buzzer but couldn't get to go. Mansfield Senior with the upset so far of the day. 54-52 over the Whippets. Mansfield Senior moves on to play either Clear Fork or Lexington in a district semifinal next week in Ashland. But that'll wrap things up from here. A lot of basketball left. Tomorrow it is sectional final, the last day of the sectional finals for boys. We'll have number 3 Centerburg taking on 6th-seeded Johnstown at 1 o'clock. And then it is district finals Saturday. We have all 3 of the major district championship games right here live and free on the OH Report starting at 3 o'clock. Number 1 Margaretta against Cinderella, number 6 Upper Sandusky. And then the big one, the Richland County rivalry, the 3rd time these two teams will meet. Number 1 Shelby in all of Division II, going against 3rd-seeded Clear Fork at 4 o'clock. And then I will be on the call with Hayden up at Willard. Number 1 Buckeye Central, the Division IV number 14, will take on 2nd-seeded Seneca East for a 3rd time this season. And it seems like every district championship game, these two teams are facing each one. That'll go off at about 6:50. But for now, let's get out of here, Hayden.
3 more games coming up tonight on our roster, too. So if you weren't entertained from round 1, stick around on OH Report channels for round 2, folks.
I want to thank Max Sinatra for being our camera operator tonight. Everybody back at OH Report, BS Media Productions, Brian Skoronski, Jory Hollenbeck, Adam Thompson, the Monroeville Athletic Boosters, who was our sponsor for everything. Scoreboard, replays, MVP, pre-post-game halftime, our commercial sponsor, along with North Central State College, another commercial sponsor. We want to thank the fine folks here, Tim Kuhn and the athletic department at Crestview High School. Also want to thank the OHSAA for allowing us to be here to stream this game to you. And most importantly, we want to thank you, the fans, for watching your final one more time. Monroeville, sectional champions. They knock off Crestline 44-34. For Hayden Gray, I am Travis Berardi saying so long from Olivesburg.